Now, we make decisions all day long. Every single day we make decisions all day long. But how many of you know that one big decision, you are one big decision away from drastically changing your life? How many of you know that? By show of hands. How many of you know that, right? One decision. How many decisions? One decision. And today our goal is to help each and every one of you, whether you're from Germany, Lithuania, Holland, Amsterdam, Dubai, China, or Mars. It doesn't matter where you're from, all right? Our goal is to help each and every one of you make a decision that says, I'm ready for the next level. Everybody say next level.
Next level.
Okay. What we're going to talk about here today is something called leadership. Okay, something called leadership. And before I get into this, I just want to give one more special recognition to somebody that I've grown to become tremendous friends with. And previously, we were in opposite competing companies. I was doing my thing, he was doing his thing. And it's insane, it's still crazy to me, how now we're in the same company. And I can tell you that iMarkets Live would not be where it is today if Julian Kushner did not make one big decision. How many decisions? One. That's it. One person. One person. One person with a big vision, okay, has now catapulted several thousand people around the globe to live a life with more health, wealth, love, happiness, pips, and a whole lot of money. So I want you guys to get on your feet, actually, and give Julian Kushner, Chairman 50, a massive, massive round of applause. Say aye.
Aye.
We're going to go to the next level today. I can look back. I'm going to talk very fast, all right? How many of you have no idea about my story at all? You don't know who I am at all? Okay, so there's two of you. Okay. So I'm going to skip that whole story because it's not about me today. It's about every single one of you. But I just want to let you know, in the last 8 years, I have figured out principles. I've figured out mindsets. I've figured out different behaviors that have allowed me to go everywhere I've been and just create massive momentum. Everybody say momentum.
Momentum.
That's what you want to create. Now I'm going to share with you guys a few things today that's going to allow you to create momentum in your business. Okay? How many of you really believe in your heart of hearts that you have what it takes to go chairman? Just wave at me. Wave at me if you're going to go chairman. Okay? So everybody except one guy in the back is going chairman today. Amazing, alright? So, I'm going to share with you stuff right now, okay, that has allowed me to earn millions and millions and millions and millions, and literally millions of dollars, travel the world and help a lot of people do the exact same thing. Now, it's important to understand before I get into this information that I am not special, okay? You are not special. We are all the exact same person. We are spiritual beings living in physical bodies. It doesn't matter what language you speak. It doesn't matter if your daddy is the president of Germany or your mom's the queen of England or your mom scrubs toilets for a living. It doesn't matter. If you can learn the information, okay? If you can get the wisdom, if you can get the proper guidance, you can have massive success in life and in iMarkets Live. Okay, turn to the person on your left and say, it's your time. It's your time. It's your time. It is. It really is your time. Now, today, for the first half of this, we're going to talk about leadership. Okay? Leadership is what controls your check. Leadership is what controls your income. Leadership is what controls you retiring your parents, getting your dream car, living in a beautiful home. And all of you can do it here. Now, I know there's some people in the room that are a part of other companies. We welcome you with open arms, okay? You have to understand something. iMarkets Live is different. Say, it's different.
It's different.
Uber is different. Amazon is different. Nike is different. Apple is different. Facebook is different. This is not happening in too many places right now across the world, network marketing. Yet everywhere we go, hundreds, if not thousands of people show up. And it's not because Richard is so amazing. It's not because Marie Summer is so fantastic. It's not because Julian Kushner is so good looking. It's none of those things, all right? It's because this is different. Because here, you can be you and win. Everybody say win.
Win.
Everybody can win here. Not all of you can go win in another different company where you have to sell and pitch and do events all of the time. Why? Every one of you can make money on your cell phone. Would you agree, yes or yes?
Yes.
Every single one of you can make money with your cell phone. I was in Kosovo. Y'all know where Kosovo is? Okay? They just went through like some crazy war. Like when I was a little kid, they were like burning houses down, killing people, all this crazy stuff. There was not much opportunity in Kosovo. Last night in Poland, the average income is 400 euros a month. They're not as lucky. They're not as lucky to live in Germany as you guys are, in Frankfurt with nice homes and cars and banks and all these different types of amazing things. This is a country where iMarket's life should be unbelievably massive. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay? You guys have an opportunity not just to be the biggest team in all of Europe, which is going to be an amazing thing for all of you, but I believe Germany in 2019 can lead the entire company in sales. How many of you believe that?
Yes.
How many of you believe that, right? What I'm going to share with you right now is going to help make that goal and dream become a possibility. Now, we're going to talk about leadership. Everybody say leadership.
Leadership.
Okay? Leadership, all right, is when you're leading this ship. Okay, you're leading the ship. If you guys would turn my mic up a little bit so I don't lose my voice today, that would be amazing, okay? Leadership. Now, I'm going to go over the 21 laws of leadership. I did not create this stuff. Julian did not make this stuff up in the basement one night playing video games, okay? This stems from a gentleman named John C. Maxwell. Raise your hand if you know who John C. Maxwell is, okay? He's an amazing, amazing person. In fact, he is the #1 leadership coach on the entire planet, okay? If you can understand what I'm about to go through, if you can be focused and sit upright and focus and stay off of Instagram and stay off of Tinder and actually take some notes for the next 25 minutes, I promise you, you can rank advance twice before the end of the year. How many of you like to rank advance twice before the end of the year? Say aye.
Aye.
So #1 is called the law of the lid. All right? Leadership ability determines your effectiveness. So the reason why some people are Chairman 10 and some people are 2 and 3, the reason why some people are Chairman 500 and some people are Platinum 2000, okay? It has to do with their leadership ability. Now, our level of success, I want you to listen, our level of success at iMarket's Live is directly, not indirectly, it is directly correlated to our leadership ability. So if you're sitting there right now, I don't care if this is your first company, I don't care if this is your 400th company, okay? And you're saying, man, how can I get to the next level? How can I elevate? How can I make some money? How can I become full-time at iMarket's Live and legitimately change my entire life? It's raising your leadership level. So you raise your leadership level to the level of success that you desire. All right, so that's what we're talking about right now. The goal is to raise your levels of leadership all the way up, so when you leave here, you can be a man or a woman on a mission, all right, and absolutely start to kick butt in your business. Now, #2, okay, number what? Number what? Okay? The law of influence. Okay? Leadership is influence. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? This business, I am not your manager. I am not your boss. I am your friend. If I can teach you something, I can be a mentor to you. But that's it. I cannot force you to do anything. Julian and Richard and Johnny, Chairman 50s, they cannot force you to do anything. But they can influence you. I can influence you. And because of social media these days, it's very easy for me to influence you. Because you see me working, you see Johnny working, you see Julian working, you see Felix, you see Alex, you see some of the amazing leaders in the room working. You're like, wow, they're working. I need to work as well. All right, Albert Einstein, he was smart, right? This is what he said. Setting an example is not the main means of influencing others. It is the only means. Something that I've lived my entire career by, that's allowed me to make a lot of money, is leading by what? What's the word I'm looking for? Leading by what?
Example.
Example. What does that mean? That means before you tell your team to do something, you go do it 15 times. With the chairmen in this company, all right, I never say, Julian, you got to go on tour, bro, and you got to go visit Germany, and you got to go to Barcelona. Jason Brown, you got to go to Africa. Matt Rosa, you got to go tour all of Mexico. I've never said these things in my entire career here at iMarkets Live. It's by example, right? So if you want your team to, how many of you want your team to go sign up more customers? Say aye.
Aye.
If you want your team to go sign up more customers, who first has to go sign up more customers?
Me.
Right? So here's the deal. Every leader right now in iMarkets Live, this is the only thing we have on our minds. Why have I seen 4 a.m. every day for 6 days? I'm going to be real. If I didn't absolutely love the people up here, and if I did not absolutely believe Germany had the juice to take this company to a whole other level, I would have not showed up today. Does that make sense? I don't get paid extra to be here. I don't even feel good right now, but I'm here. You know why? Because I care about you guys. And this is the deal. Every leader right now, they're saying, catch me if you can. That is the mindset. That is the attitude. Okay, your mindset, if you're going chairman in this company, your mindset is this. I am going to work more. I'm going to work more effective. I'm going to do more than everybody else. When you do that, you're leading by what? Example, right? So catch me if you can. This is the secret nugget right here. People will do what you do. They will not do what you say. Some of you P1000s, you think doing conference calls is going to get everybody to go out there and duplicate your success. That might help, but it's not going to. Your team needs to see you doing the activity. Your team needs to see you going the extra mile. Your team needs to see you leading by what? Example. Okay? Some of you in here, you might act like a manager or a boss. You can't do that. You will never, if you go chairman, you won't say it chairman if you do that. You have to always be leading by example. Whether you're making $100 a month or you're making $1 million a month, you have to always be leading by example, all right? Law number 3. Law what? Number what?
3.
Number what?
3.
Okay? The law of process. I love this. I love this. I love this one so much. Because a lot of you suffer from something I used to suffer from when I first got involved in network marketing. When I first got started, I was terrible. I sucked. I was worse than anybody in this room. I was so scared to talk to people that I would almost pee my pants talking to people. Does it make sense? My first event, I was so scared to talk to 10 of my best friends, I drank 2 Bud Lights. You guys know what Bud Light is? Okay, it's a beer. It's not German beer, it's like really nasty beer. And before the event, at 21, I had to slam, gulp, chug 2 beers because I was so scared. So the law of process, this is what it says. Leadership is developed daily. It doesn't happen overnight. So when I got started, I saw people at the same skill set maybe as a Johnny Lopez, and I said, oh my gosh, this guy is so good. There's no way I can do what he's doing. He's just so good. He's just so good. You see people, like a Jason Brown, oh my gosh, they're just so good. I can't do that. David Nemete, oh my God, he's just so good. I can't do that. But what you don't understand is that some of these people are on chapter 50 of their career, or they're on chapter 100 of their career. I've been doing this for 8 years. Julian's been doing this for over 6 years. So what this says is it takes time. Nobody is born a natural. Everybody say nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody is born a natural. Conor McGregor wasn't born a natural. He didn't just come out of his mom and say, UFC champion of the world. No. He trained and he trained and he trained. And what did he go through? A what? Process. If you look at iMarkets Live as your full-time career one day, you have to go through the same what? Process, right? Some of you think you can't fail. Some of you are afraid to fail. You're afraid to fail. When you guys were 2, 3, 4 years old and you started riding bikes, what would happen when you first started riding the bike? You would fall what? You would fall what? You would fall down. You would hurt your knee. You would start bleeding out of your eye, right? You would get all scratched up. And what you were actually doing is you were failing. You were failing. You were failing your way to success, right? To go chairman, you have to fail repeatedly. Make sense? You have to go out there. You have to go out there and screw up. You have to see how bloody you can get. How many of you, honestly, okay, are a little bit afraid to talk to people? It's okay. Like, just be honest with me. I'm going to be honest with you, right? It's okay if you're afraid to talk. Half the room, that's amazing, right? Here's the thing. If you want to overcome that, you have to go what? Talk to people. Make sense? I'm going to write this down. Doctors practice medicine. Lawyers practice law. You as an iMarkets Live independent business owner, we practice talking to people. That's it. Talk to people. The more you do it, the better you get. All right? The speed of the pack is determined by the lead dog, and you are the lead dog. I know some of you are not going to understand what I'm about to tell you, but you may look at some of these people up here as the leader, as the leader, as the leader. They are the leader. But guess who actually is the biggest leader in your organization? You. Right? The mentality that my mentor taught me when I was 22 years old. He said, Alex, stop relying on your upline. He said, in fact, act as if you don't even have an upline. Okay? I'm talking about 8-figure. I'm telling you what's allowed me to make 8 figures. Okay? I'm telling you what you need to do to go not just to the top, like all the way to the top. Like go to the top of this shape up here. Does that make sense? That's what's possible. You have to fire your upline. What does that mean? That means you're grateful. You're grateful for Julian. You're grateful for Richard. You're grateful, but you take ownership of your own business, right? The mentality is this, and I want you guys to repeat this in a second. If it's to be, it's up to me. Some of you have heard that before, right? But you have to say, if it's to be, it's up to me. So repeat after me. If it's to be.
If it's to me.
If it's to be.
If it's to me.
It's up to me.
It's up to me.
It's up to me.
It's up to me.
That's the mentality you have to have. You have to stop relying on other people. Okay? Law number 4. Alright? Law number what? 4. Law number what?
4.
Okay. Law of navigation. Okay, this is the deal. The secret to this law of navigation is something called preparation. Right? When you prepare well, you convey confidence and trust to people. Leaders who are good navigators are capable of taking their people just about anywhere. I can name 5 names of people in this room. They can go to any company tomorrow. They can snap their fingers, and within 6 months, they will be at a multiple 6-figure income. I can go to a makeup company tomorrow, and I will create the biggest makeup movement on the entire planet. Does that make sense? That's not coming from cockiness. There's different. Cockiness is here. Confidence is here. Make sense? You have to be confident. Okay? You can be confident and know you're amazing. You should be your biggest cheerleader. You've got to be your biggest fan. But when you're confident, you also know you're not better than anybody else. Cocky people think they're better than other people. In reality, nobody's better than anybody else. Because they're actually all the same. I don't have 15 hours today to go into that. But what I'm telling you is that we're actually all the same. The same ability that Julian Kushner has in this business, the same ability that Alex Gerber has, the same ability that Felix has, or Chris Nickel has, you have the exact same ability. And when I say that, if you sit there and you say, no, I don't think he's right. I don't agree with that. Okay, well, you're wrong. Make sense? You have the exact same ability as me. Okay? You just have to understand that and tap into it. So here's the deal. Okay? PPPPP. Alright? PPPPP. This is very important. Proper planning. Proper planning prevents poo-poo productivity. Turn my mic up, please. Proper planning prevents poo-poo productivity. What does that mean? That means if you prepare for the week, if you prepare for the month, if you know when the weekly event is, if you know when Julian's doing a team call, if you know when my 7-figure mentorship call is every Sunday night, if you know when these things are, it's something called being prepared. One of the biggest reasons why people fail in this business, I'll tell you right now, because it's too cheap to get into iMarkets Live. It is. I've told Chris so many times. I'm like, dude, this is way too cheap. Like, this should be 1,000 euros to get in. They would still sign up because what you have is worth 20,000 euros. Make sense? There's people in this room that have made 20,000 euros trading, and they paid 195. It's ridiculous. So what I'm encouraging you to do is to not treat this like 200 euros. I'm encouraging you to treat this like 200,000 euros. Does that make sense? Okay? There's massive value in here. Okay, there's massive value. There's actually life-changing value. In fact, one day, most of you were very young. Okay, I'm 29 years old. Most of you are my age or probably lower, right? I'm going to let you know something. 10 years from now, people will talk about this company in 2019. What does that mean? They're going to say, hey, you were in iMarkets Live in 2018? Oh my gosh. I can't believe you were in that company so early on in the day. I can't believe you were trading Forex in 2018, 2019. How do I know this to be true? Because I know it to be true. Because I see the future. I already know we're going to have 500 chairmen in 2020. Okay? Make some noise if you're going to be one of the 500 chairmen in 2020. Prevents poor productivity, right? Your hobby, this is what your hobby needs to be. Remember, I'm speaking to you as if you want to go chairman 100 above in this company, okay? So this is the deal. This is what your hobby has to be, okay? Helping people get rich. I want you to fall in love with the idea of helping people get rich. That's what wakes me up every single day. Is falling in love with the idea of helping other people get freedom. Okay? Now, money is an interesting conversation. Some of you grew up in homes where you weren't even allowed to talk about money because your mom and dad would scream at you if you ever brought up money at the dinner table. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Like, you didn't talk about money growing up because there wasn't much money. Right? Okay, not all of your families are multimillionaires. So, you've been taught to be happy with what you have. How many of you have ever been told, be happy with what you have? Right? Just be happy. Just be content. You don't need that car. You don't need that house. You don't need to go to Dubai. You don't need to go to Cancun, Mexico. Just be happy. Just go to Dusseldorf, right? Go have fun in Germany. You don't need to go over there. There's nothing special over there. So our minds have been so messed up and twisted since we were a little kid. So you come into this company and Jonathan Lopez says that you can do it, and it's hard for you to really believe that you can do it. But what you got to understand is that the law of navigation says this: a leader can take people wherever it is they want to go, but you got to be prepared. All right, you got to be prepared. Everybody say next level.
Next level.
Everybody say next level.
Next level.
If you want to go to the next level, you got to understand this next law. Okay? This is called the law of addition. Okay, the law of addition. This is big. To add value to other people, you must first value other people. Here's my question. When you look at your team and organization, do you see dollar signs and BMW i8s and Gucci shoes and Dom Perignon bottles in nightclubs? Or do you see people that have helped me on their forehead? Think about that. Do you see help me or do you see dollar signs? For the first 5 years of my career, I saw dollar signs. I'll keep it real. I always keep it real. And if I offend you, I don't care. Because the truth will set you what? Free. Come on. The truth will set you what?
Free.
And this is all the truth. This is backed by lots of results. You want to get to the next level? Go help people. How do you help people? How do you serve people? You got to care about people. Turn to the person on your left and say, I care about you. I care about you. Okay. Say it like you mean it. I care about you. Okay. Some of you still need help in that category, right? Okay, here we go. Number 6. Yo, when I have like 10 minutes left, just give me a signal, okay? Number 6. This is super big. Super big. This is super big. This is what Julie Kushner and I's relationship is based upon. This is what Jonathan Lopez and Richard Buechner's relationship is based upon. This is what Alex Morton's and Christopher Terry's relationship is based upon. It's one word. Everybody say trust. Trust. That's it. Who knows David Emenitier, Chairman 500? He asked me one question before he got in this company. One question. He flew to Las Vegas. He met with Christopher Terry. He saw the compensation plan. He said, I'm in, but I got to call Alex for 30 seconds. He said, I got to call Alex for 30 seconds. True story. He called me. Hey, bro, this is David. I said, what's up, dude? He said, yo, I'm looking to do iMarket Stop. I said, in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He said, I got one question for you. He said, you promise to always tell me the truth. That's it. He didn't ask me anything else. He didn't ask me to help him build or go to the markets and do all this stuff. He said, Alex, I got one question, man, and I want you to be honest with me. He said, will you always tell me the truth? Whether it's good, bad, ugly, or terrible, if I call you or talk to you, will you tell me the truth? I said, yeah, I don't lie. So if I don't lie, I got to be telling you the truth, right? That's it. You want to build a big organization? Tell the truth. Keep your word. Yesterday, we missed the flight to Poland. I went to bed at 3:39 a.m. The car picked us up at 5 a.m. True story. Me, Dar, and Matt went to the airport. Our bags were too damn heavy, so we had to go to another line, stand in a line. By the time we paid 300 euros extra for the bags, we were half asleep, went to the other line, got our boarding passes, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, sir, the gate closed. I'm like, it can't close, I got to go to Poland. Sorry, sir, the gate is closed. When's the next flight? The next flight gets in at 9 p.m. I said, that's not going to work. Because there's 500 people in the room at 4 p.m. and I'm here, I got to go there. She said, sorry, sir, the gate is closed. Got to go figure it out. We get on the phone, we're calling everybody, calling these different companies, right? We found a couple of flights. Instead of taking one 1-hour flight, we had to take a 2-hour flight, have a 45-minute layover, take another 2-hour flight. We landed 3 hours after the event started. We change in the airport, we go straight to the event. Every single person waited 4 hours. And we showed up. You know what that's called? Keeping your word. See, you guys think you want a perfect sales pitch, right? What do I say to people? How do I recruit people? What do I wear? What brand of shoes do I buy to go sign people up? None of that stuff really matters. You know what matters? Integrity. Telling the truth, right? Turn to your buddy on your right and say, tell the truth. Tell the truth. That's all you got to do. Just tell the truth. And if you do that, you will build trust. People will only allow you to truly lead them once you first gain their trust. That's it. Somebody trusts you, now you can influence them, you can help them, they will follow what it is you're doing. If they don't trust, if I didn't trust Christopher Terry, I would not be in this company. And in 28 months, he has never told me one lie. Everything that man has told me has been the truth. It hasn't always been good, but every single time he's talked to me, it's been the truth. Now, law number 7. Law number what? 7. Law number what? 7. Right? The law of respect, okay? People can't follow in your footsteps if your feet aren't moving. So if you're standing still, and you're not moving your feet, you might be doing the Macarena, okay? But if your feet aren't moving, people can't follow you. Does that make sense? Yes. So if you want people to follow you, your feet need to be what? Moving. Alright? People will naturally follow leaders stronger than themselves. People will naturally follow leaders who are stronger, who have more vision, who have more work ethic, who have more results than themselves. I follow every day. I follow every day. Some of you in this room, probably some of the younger men, because testosterone's cranking out all over the place. You're making $600 a month. You're making $1,000 a month. You're making $2,000, $5,000 a month. Maybe you're making $10,000 a month. You now think you know everything. You now think you're the best in the world at everything. And you developed an ego. And that ego is why you haven't rank advanced in the last 6 months. Ooh. Everybody say, ooh. Yeah. Basics. Who do you listen to? Who's in your ear? Who's whispering in your ear every single day? You better make sure that person knows what the heck they're talking about, all right? Number 8. Number what?
Number 8.
Number what?
8.
The law of intuition. All right? This is big. This gets, I start sweating when I see this one, all right? A leader is one who sees more than others see, who sees further than others see, and sees before others see. You have to develop something called a long-term vision. Everybody say vision.
Vision.
Now, people think that we see with our eyes. Okay? We see with our eyes. However, if I take my hand, and Marie stands up, and I take my hand, and I start to cover his eyes, he can't see that much anymore, can he? Right? You think you see with your eye. Here, if I go closer and closer and closer and closer and closer, eventually I'm going to touch him. Boom. He's now what? Blind. Leaders don't see with their eyes. Leaders see with their imagination. Everybody say imagination.
Imagination.
I love watching little kids. You know why? Because they run around, they crawl around, they jump and scream and yell, and they are in a fantasy world. They are never in reality. Ever in reality. They are always what? Dreaming. And when you were this tall, teachers told you to pay attention. Pay attention. Everybody told me, stop looking out the window. I have vivid memories of my teachers yelling at me, stop looking out the window. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. But I was in another world. I was envisioning everything that I'm doing right now. I saw this all years ago. From 16 years old, it was already done. It has happened to me network marketing. Okay? You've got to use your imagination. So when you think about your organization with your eyes shut, what do you see? Because whatever you see is going to happen. So if you see yourself as a struggling young German kid, or a struggling older German adult, or a struggling male, or struggling female, or I'm a single mom, so this can't work for me, or I'm a single dad, this can't work for me, or I don't look like these guys look, or I don't look like she looks, and I can't speak like them, so it's not going to work for me, right? If you see yourself like that, that's exactly what you're going to get. So what I implore you to do, what I challenge you to do, is when you close your eyes, see yourself as the person you want to become. The most successful people, they're never in reality. I'm talking to you right now. My subconscious mind is thinking about 2019, 2020. Some of you don't believe me. I don't really care. I'm telling you the truth, all right? You've got to see further than other people see. Where do you see the German market? Richard Bucher signed up at iMarkets 5. There was nobody in his team. Nobody in his team. But he saw at least Chairman 50, because if he didn't see it, he wouldn't be it. Make sense? That goes for anything in life. However you see yourself is how the world sees you. All day long. And your past doesn't matter. Say it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Say it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Your past doesn't matter. It's today going forward. But this is my question to you. I'm talking to you right now. How are you receiving this information? Are you sitting in a good position to grasp the information? Or are you just, on your phone going like this, and you're going to keep making the same damn money you've been making for years? And you're going to watch all of your friends get rich. They are going to be multi-millionaires come out of this team in 2019. Make sense? Multi-millionaires. There are people in this room right now who will make $1 million in 2019.
Safe.
My question is, are you going to be one of them?
Yes.
She's ready. I like that. All right, so next one. Number 9. This is massive. It just keeps getting better. I'm telling you guys, listen, I never liked studying. I never liked reading. I never studied in school. My grades are always crap. I'm telling you right now, when you study this stuff, you get rich. Okay? When you study this stuff, you get rich. When you repeat this stuff over and over and over again, you tend to get rich. The law of magnetism. This is so big. All right? Can I get a volunteer? Okay. Can you read really loudly. Can you just stand up and read these two lines right here?
Who you are is who you attract.
Okay, one more time.
Who you are is who you attract.
Who you are is who you attract. How many of you want to sponsor Jonathan Lopez? Say aye.
Aye.
How many of you want to put Julian Kushner on your weak leg? Say aye.
Aye.
Okay, me too. Okay? Who you are is who you attract. So you want to sign up, right? You want to sign up the #1 leader in all of Europe in another company. You want to sign up the most influential girl in all of Munich, Germany. You want to sign up people that have a lot of value. The only way you can attract those people is by becoming like those people. Who knows Ivan Tapia? Okay. #1 highest earning Latino in the world of network marketing. I didn't know who he was. But for years in this industry, he was vibrating over here. I was vibrating somewhere over here. Boom, 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 boom. A young kid in his team in 2015 said, hey, there's this Alex kid that has young people in another company. You should look what he's doing because I want the same thing. Yvonne said, I don't know who this kid is, but I'm going to look him up. Yvonne friend requested me in 2015. And for 3 years, 2 years, he watched all my videos, all my pictures, all my everything on social media. And one day, he picked up the phone and called me and said, I want to do business with you. There's no way he would ever call me unless we could mirror each other at some capacity. Make sense? You are who you attract. People that have been dating for years, people that have been married for decades, they start to look like each other. Why? Because you are who you what? Attract. So you want to go sponsor 9s and 10s. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to become a 9 and a 10. And it doesn't have to do with money. Jason Brown invited me to look at iMarkets Live. Jason Brown made $500 a month in our first company. My little sister at 19 was making $15,000 a month in our first company. Little sister. Jason was making $500 a month. But when he talked to me about iMarkets Live, he was speaking to me as if he was already at least Chairman 50, Chairman 100. And he was able to attract me enough to go meet Christopher Terry. That's how this thing started. Does it make sense? So don't say, well, it's easy for you to say because you know, #1, no. What comes first, the money or the confidence? What comes first, the money or the conviction? Okay? You can start right now. You don't have to wait. Some of you are waiting for permission. Well, I'm just waiting. Julian Kushner never asked for permission. He said, I'm going to go to iMarkets Live and I'm going to blow this thing up. If people want to help me, they're going to help me. If they don't, I don't really care. I came into this company. There were 1,200 people in the company. There's 1,200 people in this room right now. There was one Chairman 10. Everybody told me I was crazy, nuts, your career's going to end, IMO's a scam, Forex is fake, blah, 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 blah. I said, awesome. Thank you for telling me that. Talk to me in 12 months. Because I'll either be on top of a mountain with all my friends, or I'm going to be dead. That was it. I had 2 options, death or victory. Some of you said, yeah. My question is this. Are you willing to stake your existence on success? And I know some of you are saying, man, I thought I was going to show up today and talk about pimps. I thought we were talking about harmonic standards today. Okay? Other people talk about that kind of stuff. I'm talking about how you can get to a point in your life where money is a non-object. It doesn't matter. You don't even think about money. It's just floating around you all the time. And whenever you need it, you just grab it and you buy things. How many of you want that? You want invisible money, and you say, I want that. Money, pay for it. Money, pay for it. Oh, mom wants a new car. Money, pay for it. Oh, they want a new house. Money, pay for it. That's what's possible here. And it's been proven over 150 times now in over 100 different countries. Because that's how many chairmen we have in this company. Make sense? Africa. Okay? France. Germany. Canada. U.S. Mexico, Colombia, Ecuador. I go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. All right? So, this is big. To attract attractive people, you must be attractive. And I'm not saying physically attractive. I'm saying people, how many of you believe people judge people? Say I.
Aye.
People judge people. Did you know subconsciously when a male meets a female, within 3, maybe 5 seconds, the subconscious mind dictates whether you are sexually attracted to that person? Oh my God. Yeah. 3 to 5 seconds. You don't even know you're doing it, but you're doing it. Make sense? 3 seconds. When you sit down with somebody and talk about business, it's the same thing. Can I work with this person? Can I trust this person? Do I like this person? What's up with this person? Right? This person smells kind of weird, right? You go to some of these countries in Europe, man, you're like, whoa. Right? So, to attract attractive people, you must be what? Attractive. To attract powerful people, you must be powerful. So we're going to pause for a second. Everybody stand up really fast. Everybody stand up really fast. Everybody stand up really fast, right? Okay. Now, what's that P word say? Say power.
Power.
Say power.
Power.
Now, on the count of 3, I want you to make a noise, a powerful noise, of what Chairman Ted actually sounds like. Now, before we do this, here's the deal. You can be, this is a safe zone. This is a safe zone. You can be yourself here. This is a non-judgment zone. But remember, energy attracts success. Alright? So on the count of 3, I want you guys to get in a powerful stance. Everybody join me. Get in a powerful stance. Bend your knees a little bit. Okay? Bend your knees a little bit. You ladies can bend your knees a little bit, alright? On the count of 3, you making $10,000 a month, I want to feel what that feels like. Alright? I want to feel what that feels like. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty good. Put it up one more time. And when after you're done, when you sit down, I want you to sit down in a powerful stance. Okay? In a powerful stance. On the count of 3, I want you to make the sound like you just won Chairman 500, your parents are good forever, and everybody in your life is amazingly happy. Okay? Are you with me? Yes or yes?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Give yourself a round of applause. All right, so should I keep going? Yeah. Keep going? Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Again. Yeah, y'all like to yell. I know, me too. Yelling's fun. I know, right? In your job, if you yell, you get fired. Here, you just get rich. We attract. Hopefully, most of them have more money than you. Alright? I've ventured out of iMarket's life a little bit. Julie does the same thing. To get close with other people in other industries that are also making lots of money. If you're the richest person in your friend group, you need to get into another friend group. I want you to hear that. If you're the smartest person in your friend group, get into another friend group. Elevate yourself. Okay? There's a reason why I try to get around Bob Proctor and Gary Vaynerchuk and Grant Cardone. There's a reason why, back in the day, I seeked out Ty Lopez. And I asked, hey, can I spend some time with you? Hey, can we hang out? Can I ask you some questions? Why? Because he had a lot more money than me. Right? That's what you have to do. You have to seek out people, and you want to spend time with people that have done it bigger and better than you. Julie and I both spend time with a gentleman in Miami, Florida, because he's made $65 million in this industry. Why? Because he knows more, because he's done more. Make sense? You got to elevate yourself. Right? Everybody say, it's time to elevate.
It's time to elevate.
It's time to elevate.
It's time to elevate.
I want to impact the world. That's what people say. How many of you believe you can actually impact the world? Okay? Hopefully everybody's hand is up. Okay? You got to believe that. If you don't, you're in the wrong room. Okay? Go somewhere else, honestly. Whatever. Okay? I want to impact the world, but first you must impact those closest to you. Okay? I trust the people in my inner circle. Julian Kushner, real life story. Ready? He said, hey man, I got a really good investment opportunity. I said, what is it? He said, it's A, B, and C. Meet this guy for dinner. We went to dinner. I was going to do it anyway because I trust Julian. He's like, bro, how much? I said, blah, blah, blah. I said, here's 100 grand. 2 days later, here's 100 grand. Whatever. I trust you. I don't care. Here's 100 grand. It's going to go well. It's going well. Why? Because there's trust there. Okay? So if somebody's in your inner circle, you got to make sure they have value. They know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing. And you guys go out there and make money together, impact the world together. All right? Sometimes that means your circle must get smaller. People say, man, you must have so many friends, Alex. Dude, all these people all over the world, and Instagram and Facebook and all this stuff, and the DMs, all the DMs. Right? I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. That doesn't mean I'm hanging out with everybody all the time. I can name my closest friends, 2 hands and maybe 1 foot. So what's that, 15? 15. Everybody else are acquaintances. I love everybody the same, but there's only a few people that are like in my little circle. Does that make sense? All of you have a little circle too. You got to make sure you have the right people in there. Because if you don't, it's going to be very difficult for you to go to the next level. Okay? Number 12. Number what? 12. Number what? 12. How do you say 12 in German?
12.
What?
12.
12. Everybody say 12. All right. Okay, wow. Everybody say wow.
Wow.
This one is wow, wow, 100x, wow. Some of you in this room really need to hear this one. Some of you making money in the room really need to hear this one. Because until I understood this one, I could not make $1 million in 1 calendar year. Then I understood this. Okay? The law of empowerment. Okay? Only secure leaders give power to other people. Okay? When I joined this company, I made a decision that I was going to take 0 credit for the success and 100% responsibility for anything that's not super successful. I said, I am not going to take any credit. I'm not going to have any desire for recognition. I don't even care. I told Chris, I know Yvonne talks about his income. I said, don't ever post my income anywhere because it's not about my income. I don't care and it doesn't matter. Okay? This is what I said. I said, I'm just going to empower other people. Okay? You got to be okay with other people being the guy, being the girl. You want to go to the next level? Create rock stars in your organization. How do you do that? Give them empowerment. How do you do that? Let them run the show. Let them run the show. At P2000, you're capable of doing what I'm doing right now. 100%. Maybe not as in depth, but you're capable of doing it. So you want to go to the next level, okay? Drop the ego and let other people have the stage. Not necessarily the physical stage, but let other people shine. Does that make sense? Yes. Everybody say, let others shine.
Let others shine.
Let others shine.
Let others shine.
There's some people in the industry, some in this company, they've been stuck at very high ranks because it's all about them. I'm the best. I'm the guy. I'm the girl. Look at me. Okay. Have fun. Never go into the next level. The only way you get to the next level is by having other people rise up with you. How do you do that? Empowering other people. So you got to drop the ego. Okay? There's a saying that I live by now. It's called be humble. Turn to your friend on your right and say, be humble.
Be humble.
Be humble.
Be humble.
Okay? You got to be humble. Let other people become the person. Do you think it feels good for Julian and Johnny to sit back up there and watch this team completely run the show? Yes or yes?
Yes.
It's amazing. It's exactly what's supposed to happen. And then one day, Richard will sit back there and have other Chairman 50s running the whole show. That's how it's supposed to work and operate. Does that make sense? So you got to give the power in the microphone, in the limelight, to other people. It's called edifying other people. Okay? You got to edify other people. People will only do what they believe they can do. And And everybody needs somebody else to believe in them before they can believe in themselves. Does that make sense? So you got to believe in people, all right? Number 13. Number 13. Number what?
13.
Number what?
13.
Okay. The law of reproduction. Super simple. We're going fast now, all right? It takes a leader to raise up a leader. You cannot ask others to do what you're not first willing to do. We talked about this. You got to lead by what? Example. You got to do it first. Okay? There's too many travel agents in this industry. There's too many people that are telling other people to go somewhere they've never been. If I want to go to Hawaii and I call Maurice, I'm like, Maurice, where should I go in Hawaii? He says, go to Maui, stay at the Hilton. I say, okay. I said, where should I go eat? He said, Mark's Fish House. I said, okay. I said, Maurice, have you ever been to Maui? No. You ever stayed at the Hilton? No. You ever ate at Mark's Fish House? No. That's a travel agent. A tour guide. What's your name? Sarah. Sarah, hey Sarah, where should I go in Hawaii? Maui. Okay. Where should I stay at? The Marriott. Okay. Where should I eat at? Sarah's Crab Shack. Okay. Have you ever been to Maui? Yes. I've actually stayed at the Marriott Hotel. I've actually eaten at the restaurant I'm telling you to go eat at. You see the difference? One's done it, one talks about it. Okay? If you want to raise up leaders, you got to go first. You got to first go do it. Before you can be the big cat, you got to be the little cat. And then you go into the big cat. So you go from the little cat to the big cat, and then back to the little cat, and then to the big cat. Right? You want to raise up little cats, but you can't raise up little cats until you become the big cat. So to be the big cat, you got to go do the work. Everybody say, do the work.
Do the work.
You got to go do the work.
Do the work.
How long do you have to do the work? You just keep doing it. And eventually it won't be work anymore, it'll just be fun. This is fun for me. Okay, am I tired? Yes. Should I be sleeping? Probably yes. But this is so fun for me. I don't work. People say, how much do you work on Marcus Live? I say, I don't work on Marcus Live. They say, what are you talking about? I say, it's fun for me. What else do you want me to do? If I go sit on the beach, I can only sit there for a couple days and I'm going to go freaking nuts. I had a house in Miami. It was a beautiful house. I slept there 4 nights in a row. I had to leave. I can't stay in the same place too long. I just get crazy like that. Right? It's fun. You got to fall in love with building this business. Okay? The leaders up here, they have fallen in love with building this business. Alright? Law number 14. Law number what?
14.
Okay. People buy into the leader, then they buy into the vision. People buy into the leader, then they buy into the vision. What I encourage you guys to do is that in order for your team to buy into IMO Soars, IMO Unleashed, I'm sorry, you must be all in. What does that mean? I talked about prospecting, right? The second P is something called presenting. The third P is called promoting. Okay, how many of you know who Floyd Mayweather is? Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, okay? They're what? Boxers. Okay? There was a gentleman in the 80s and 90s named Don King. I was too young, so all of you were way too young. However, this man promoted for Mike Tyson fights. Mike Tyson stood in boxing rings all over the world and got the beat out of him and beat the out of other people. Black eyes, broken ribs, broken stomach, broken face, broken nose, biting ears off, all that stuff, right? Don King wore a suit and stood next to the ring for every single fight. He never took one punch. When Mike Tyson's career was done, Don King made over 4 times more money than Mike Tyson. You follow me here? Don King was a what? Promoter. Make sense? You can make a ton of money in this business by just mastering the art of promoting. There are 2 big events that I'll be promoting for heavily. Okay? Number 1 priority is IMO Unleashed, Las Vegas. We're going to spend $1 million on this event. $1 million. It's going to be lit. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be insane. We're going to have DJs and music people and celebrities and red carpet events and black tie events and dinners and all kinds of amazing things. You've got to be there. How many of you are committed to being in Las Vegas in March? All right? event. The second event, you get there, it's something called a GoPro in Las Vegas. We're going to have 1,000 people in this company in GoPro in Las Vegas. And we're going to show the world how loud iArkansas really is. Make sense? So you've got to master the art of promoting. How long did you promote today? How many of you, by show of hands, wish there were people here with you right now on your team that are not here right now on your team? Okay, me too. Alright? You're going to master the art of promoting. Because guess what? People buy into the leader, and then they buy into the vision. So you got to become that person, and you got to become the person that says, you know what? We're going to IML Unleashed. We're buying tickets today. You don't have the money, find the money. Call grandma, call grandpa, sell your t-shirt, sell your shoes, sleep outside, give some blood, whatever it takes. Some of you wouldn't do that. Okay, you don't want about enough then. This guy's crazy. Not really. You want to be rich or crazy? You got to pick. At some point, you have to say, you know what? I'm going to do literally whatever it takes. As long as I'm loving people and helping people, I will do it. I will literally do whatever it takes to build this business. I do not care. As long as I can continue to breathe oxygen, okay, and love people and help people, I will do whatever it takes to build this business. I really do not care. That's how much I believe in this company. Do you believe that big? Because you're only going to produce what you believe. You can scream and shout, Chairman 10 all you want. You can wear your t-shirts all you want. I'm just being honest with you. You have to make a decision that says, I'm going to the top of this thing. Okay? There's about 55 days left in 2018. That's it. It's going to be New Year's Eve. It's going to be 2019. Matt Rose is getting married on New Year's Eve day. December 31st. That's coming up very, very fast. And then it's going to be 2019. And then everyone talk about, launch event 2019, Europe explosion event, convention in Europe somewhere, probably Barcelona, Spain. It's going to be a big event, right? We're going to be doing amazing things in Europe all 2019. But all that doesn't matter unless you personally make a decision, right? You got to decide. Everybody say, decide. Decide. Okay? Number 15, right? The law of big victory. All right, the law of big victory. Okay? It says a leader will always find a way to win. Always will find a way to win. Leaders will always find a way to what? Win. Always find a way to win, no matter what. This room is amazing right now. This is the largest event so far on this tour. Give yourself a round of applause for accomplishing this. Don't focus on just your success. How many of you really want to go Chairman 10? Seriously, how many of you really want to go Chairman 10? All right? Here's the question. Up here, don't answer this question. If you were to tell me what I need to do to go Chairman 10, what would you tell me to do? Okay, work, okay. Commitment, okay. Specifically, what do I need to do to go Chairman 10? Talk to people. Okay, specifically, what do I need to do to go Chairman 10? Get out of the comfort zone. Okay, specifically. Hey, I want to make $10,000 a month. What do I need to do? What are you telling me to do? Elevate other people. We'll go all out here. Focus. Okay. Okay. 500 customers. I guarantee there are people in this room that just told me you want to go Chairman 10, and you did not even know how many customers you needed in your organization. Okay? Don't answer this. How much volume do I need? Hey, how much volume do I need to go Chairman 10? Not up here. 72,500. Most of this room did not know that, and that's okay. But you're telling me you want to go Chairman 10, but you don't even know what you have to do to go Chairman 10. You understand? You know how difficult it is to hit a goal that you can't see? You want to know how hard it is? It's actually almost impossible. Okay? You have to be able to see what it is you want. That's why we write down our goals. That's why we look at our vision boards every single day. That's why your dream car needs to be on your wall right now. The dream house you want needs to be on your wall right now. The screensaver of your phone should resemble your goals and dreams. Some of you won't even do that. Some of you literally won't go on your phone and screenshot a picture of one of your goals and save it as a screensaver. You rather look at some chick in a bikini. If that's your goal, then I guess you can keep it. But the point is that, I mean, you guys got to know where you're going in order going to get there. You have to clearly see your goals. You have to write down your goals on paper so it can be clear as day. And then you read it every single day. And you fall in love with it every single day. And you read it every single day with emotion and conviction. That's it. And when you do that over and over and over and over and over again, what happens is the information and words go into your mind and then into your heart. And then eventually you will believe what it is you're writing down. That's not easy to do. Okay? But if you do it over and over and over again, and you do it consistently over and over and over again, you will know exactly where you're going. You will know exactly what it is you need to do, and then you will do it. Okay? Goals are created 3 times. How many times?
3.
How many times?
3.
The first time, it's created in the mind. Where?
In the mind.
The mind. You have to first see it up here. Some of you don't believe me. That's fine. Everything in this room was first created in somebody's mind. Can anybody find me one thing in this room that just appeared out of nowhere? Please. I'll give you $1,000. No? God created water. Okay? Everything was created. Everything was created in God. So number 1, it's created where? The what? The mind. The mind. Everything. The mind. Planes. The mind. Shoes. The mind. You. The mind. Your parents thought about you, and then you were created. Alright? Number 2, it's created on paper. I should have said this an hour ago. Anything I say out of my mouth is not my information. It's from people that have mentored other people to do the most amazing things on planet Earth. Okay? I'm just a vehicle of the information. That's it. I'm an instrument of the information. Because we can't have Bob Proctor here, we don't have Tony Robbins here, we don't have these people because some of them are dead. Okay? So here's the information. Alright? The mind and then paper. You've got to write it down on paper. Alright? Number 3, then it's created in the physical. The Wright brothers, they thought about an airplane. They wrote down the blueprint to build the airplane. Then they built the airplane. Steve Jobs thought about the iPhone. Then he wrote down the blueprint for the iPhone. Then he made the iPhone. Phil Knight developed Nike. Billion-dollar company, Nike. He thought about Nike. He wrote down designs of shoes and shirts and clothes. And then he built Nike. Chairman 10. Think about it. You write it down. And then you go do it. Does that make sense? That's all you have to do. Remember, I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling with you. Okay? This is how I communicate. I'm telling you, if you write down your goals, you have a much better chance of accomplishing them. Law 16. Number what?
16.
Number what?
16.
The law of big mo. Momentum. You want to get rich, you got to have momentum. You want to not be rich and don't have momentum. Okay? Momentum is a leader's best friend. Momentum is a leader's best friend. Everybody say momentum.
Momentum.
Get this, ready? Momentum makes leaders look better than they are. Momentum is easier to steer than to start. How many of you have ever been on an airplane before? Put up 2 hands if you've ever flown on an airplane before. Y'all upstairs, you guys have been on airplanes before? Okay. Who's not going to raise their hand no matter what I ask tonight? Okay, I got one person. At least you're being honest, right? An airplane. Okay? I flew from, where was I? I don't even know where. I was in Fort Lauderdale. I flew from Fort Lauderdale to Madrid, Spain. I was on a big plane, right? Go over the pond, big plane. There's 100% fuel in that plane. Okay? In the first 5 minutes, from the first 5 minutes of 100% fuel, over 80% of the fuel gets burnt out. In the first 5 minutes. It's a 9-hour flight, but in the first 5 minutes, the plane loses 80% of fuel. To get it moving, to get it into momentum, to get it into the sky, and then to get it to cruising altitude. The rest of the 9 hours, 20% of the fuel carries that plane into Europe. The same way that plane works, the same way your business works. In the beginning, you're going to do a lot of work, and you're not going to get paid a lot of money. And that's okay. My first check in network marketing was $10. My second check in network marketing was $20. My second month, I made $20. It took me 6 months to make $800. 6 months to make $800. So if you're in the room and you've achieved P600 in your first 6 months, you are beating me now in network marketing. Okay? To get your business off the ground, it's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take a lot of exposures. It's going to take a lot of presentations. It's going to take a lot of phone calls. It's going to take a lot of you sorting through people to find people. But once you have momentum going, you can't stop it if you wanted to. If Julian wanted to stop his team from growing right now, he could not stop his team from growing right now. Because Germany is going to keep growing. Colombia is going to keep growing. Miami is going to keep growing, whether he does anything or not. I can sit on my butt and do nothing in this company. For the next 12 months, IML will grow. Okay? Because it's in something called what? Momentum. We got to get your business into something called what? Momentum. That's the goal. Because what you do today to December 31st, ladies and gentlemen, is going to set you up for 2019. And by the way, November 7th, when all of you are on that webinar, November 7th, you better be wearing a diaper. Does that make sense? Some of you don't get that. November 7th, when you watch the webinar of the new product launch, you need to have a diaper on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because what's going to come out November 7th, I believe, you don't have to believe it, I believe will be the biggest product launch in the industry of network marketing in the last 10 years. That's what I believe. So if I were you, I would be doing what I'm doing. If I were you, I would be doing what Julian and Johnny are doing. I would be doing what Maurice and Felix and Alex are doing. Working. Because they know what's coming. Okay? November 7th, everything changes again. I think we have the potential to double the entire company by March because of what happens November 7th. Seriously. Alright? So, number 17, we're almost there. Turn to the person on your left and say, we're almost there. Do it again with energy. We're almost there. Remember, this is when we really find out who's serious. Because I know you're tired. Some of you are hungry. I get it. I understand. I'm telling you right now, when Julia was coming up, when I was coming up, when Johnny was coming up, when Richard was coming up, and we were tired and it was hot as heck in here, and it's starting to smell funky in here, you know what we were doing in 2012, 2013, 2014? We were in the front row in the corner with a notebook out and a pen. You think we just showed up and made millions of dollars. It doesn't work like that. You think The Rock just showed up and became the highest paid actor in the world. It doesn't work like that. You think Drake just showed up and sells out arenas all over the world. You think Justin Bieber just showed up. They didn't just show up. Overnight success is impossible. Okay? I would sit in events like this. I would sneak up to as close as I could get. The closer I got to the stage, the closer I got to money. Make sense? I didn't have any money, so I couldn't sit in the back. I couldn't talk in the hallway. I couldn't talk to my broke friends in the hallway. They were broke. Dude, on stage making money, I was scooting up. I was coming as close to the money as possible. Make sense? I remember writing down notes. My hand would cramp. We would go through note after note after note after note. He would say, Alex, we've been here all day, bro. Let's go get dinner. Let's leave early. We've heard Julian talk a million times. It doesn't matter. Let's just leave early. Well, I said, what are you talking about? 50 grand a month. No money. 50 grand a month. I would not eat for a week. And I would sit there. My team would leave. I would sit there. My first team I built in my first company. None of those six-figure earners are even in network marketing anymore. None of them. You know why? They didn't do the little things. You being here today, you're doing one of those little things. But the way you focus for the rest of this event, okay? can absolutely change your life. So here's the deal. Number 17, the law of priorities, all right? Leaders understand that, this is so good. Understand activity is not necessarily accomplishment. If you work hard building your business, say I.
Aye.
Okay. Just because you work hard doesn't mean you're producing a result. People get it twisted sometimes. Okay? You got to work hard, but it needs to be effective work. Christopher Terry pays me, and he pays you for the two same things. I don't get any special deal. I get nothing like that. I get paid on something called production, just like you. That's it. Okay? Two things. What do we get paid for here? Somebody up top. What do we get paid for here at Marcus Live?
Education.
Okay. Okay. What is the behavior I have to do to get paid at Marcus Live? Getting a customer. Say that one more time. Getting a customer. Acquiring a customer. Number one, you get paid for acquiring a customer. Okay? What's the second thing we get paid for? Yes. Teaching that customer how to get more customers. That's it. Everything else does not pay you. Think about that for a second. All this information today, there's two things that you make money on. Getting customers and showing people how to get customers. There it is right there. So what do your priorities need to be? Well, if you're getting paid for two things, those two things should be pretty high up. Pretty high up, right? In your priorities. I don't know about you, but I do things to make money. Okay? That doesn't mean we don't do things to impact people and help people. But if my time is spent, I'm doing things to make money. Just like every other person who's successful, right? The two things are what? Acquiring a new what? Customer. And teaching those customers how to go get more of what? Customers. That's it. Your time needs to be spent on that, guys. This is what Gary Vaynerchuk said. Who knows Gary Vaynerchuk? Who knows Gary Vaynerchuk, right? I sat down with him in Las Vegas, Nevada, end of 2015. I was talking about network marketing. I'm like, I don't know if I should stay in this thing. I just wrote a book. Should I leave it? Should I stay in it? Blah, 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 blah. He said, Alex, keep the main thing the main thing. He said, there's a million things going on, but you got to focus on the main thing. He said, whatever your main thing is, do the main thing. Okay? A jack of all trades is a master of none. I want you to hear that. A jack of all trades is a master of none. Make sense? Don't be trying to do a zillion different things. Okay? Focus on trading. Focus on building your business. You got to pick a couple things to go all in. And that's how you become successful. Everybody say all in.
All in.
All in.
All in.
Keep the main thing the main thing. Number 18. Number what?
Number 18.
Number what?
18.
Super easy. Okay? The law of sacrifice. This is so... Okay? Take a minute and write down on your sheet of paper things that could possibly distract you from going to the next level. What could distract you? What people in your life could possibly distract you? What activites could possibly distract you? Because this is what's going to happen. In 2019, iMarket's Live will become the most dominant company on planet Earth. So that's a fact. Here's the second fact. It's going to happen with or without you. That's a scary thing. It's a scary thing to know you're in a room right before the rocket ship goes to the moon. That's a scary thing. You're trying to get a seat on that rocket ship. We want all of you on that rocket. I want every single one of you on that rocket ship. I want to give every single one of you a massive hug in Las Vegas, Nevada at IML Unleashed when we call you up to go share them in 10 in front of 15,000 people. Nothing would make me happier than to see you like this at me and I give you a massive hug and I tell you how proud I am of you, March, Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay? But in order to make sure that happens, we got to say, hey, what do I have to give up to go to the next level? What do I need to stop doing today to make sure my tomorrow is bright? What do I need to stop listening to? Who do I need to stop spending time with to make sure I'm going to the next level? That's what we have to really, really figure out. Before I got into this company, I sat down by myself with a pen and a piece of paper. I said, listen, this is my last shot at this business. I'm never doing another company. This is it. I'm going all in one more time. And I said to myself, okay, what could possibly distract me from not 10xing this company in the next 6 months, and then 50xing it, and then 100xing it, and then 1,000? What could possibly hold me back? And I wrote those things down. I wrote those people's names down. You know what I did to those people and those things? I cut them out of my life. That's it. Some of these people you might actually love, they might actually love you, but they're holding you back. Okay? You cannot let anything hold you back. So the question is this: what are you willing to sacrifice right now to get to where you want to be? You got to give up stuff, right? Eric Thomas, one of my friends, he said, you have to give up to go up. Some of you, Netflix is more important than your business. Some of you, partying every single night is more important than you going Chairman 10. Guys, partying is very fun. We do it a lot. We have fun. But there's levels of that. There's levels of partying. Does that make sense? There's levels of having fun. There's yachts, and then there's drinking beer in the basement. Make sense? There's Dubai and Miami, and then there's Dusseldorf, okay? So, I'm totally joking. Then there's Poland. I'm just joking. I love Poland. There's Kosovo. I love Kosovo, right? Slovenia. I'm just joking. So, long-term vision, sometimes the leader must sacrifice the short-term for the long-term goal. What are you willing to give up? If you wrote names on that piece of paper, if you wrote things down on that piece of paper, you've got to give those up. Maybe just for 90 days. But in 90 days, you can set yourself up to go Chairman 10 in 2019. How many of you believe you can go Chairman 10 in 2019? Make some noise.
Hey.
Three more. Stay with me, all right? Number 19. Number what?
19.
Number what?
19.
The law of timing. Okay? Take a step back and... But I gotta go to Belgium. Tomorrow I have 2 events in Belgium. We've seen 4 a.m. every day this week. I'm not making this stuff up. Every single day. Last night we got 3 hours of sleep. Tomorrow we have an event at 3 p.m. in Brussels, and then we have to go to Ghent. I don't know where the hell Ghent is. We're going to Ghent, Belgium. Okay? Right? We have an event at 6 o'clock. And then we have a leaders training at 9 o'clock. We didn't even sleep the last couple days, and we're still here doing this. Why? Because we care about people. Okay? I'm telling you, that's how you have to operate. You got to operate like that. Okay? You operate like that, you will attract the people you need, the volume will be pouring in, you'll be on stage in Vegas, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. This is my first time speaking in front of so many people. And everyone's going to clap for you and yell for you. Why? Because you listened to the information and you took action, right? Law 21, last one. Law what? Law what? Okay. This is what it's about right here. The law of legacy. Alright? It's not about the cars you have, the clothes you wear, the watches you have, the opposite sex people you have in your life. None of that matters, really. Okay? This is what matters. It's called succession. Some of you don't know what that is. I'm going to explain it. A leader's lasting legacy is through succession. How many people have you helped become Platinum 1000s? For me, I'm like, yo, how many people have I helped become millionaires? That's the only thing I think about in my mind. How many people in 2019 am I going to indirectly and directly help at some level become millionaires in this business? That's it. That's my mentality, right? What's your mentality? Okay? How many people can you help? Because here's the deal. That's called the law of legacy. Okay? And this is the mindset. Can't stop, won't stop. You never arrive. Say never.
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 You never arrive. The beautiful part about this business is not the destination, it's the journey. Okay? It's the journey. Okay? Lasting legacy. You're always progressing, you're always getting better, you're always working on yourself. Because this is the thing. Tony Robbins said this. He's worth $490 million, and most of this room knows who Tony Robbins is. This is what he said. He said growth, everybody say growth.
Growth.
And happiness. Say happiness.
Happiness.
It's the same thing. If that's all you got today, you win. I feel good about myself. That's it. Growth and happiness are the same thing. What do you mean by that? Well, this is what I mean by that. Your happiness has to do with your growth. Why does Bob Proctor at 84 years old, $100 million later, private jet later, still helping people? Because that's how he gets happiness. there's plenty of people. The point is, growth equals happiness. All right. So as long as you're growing, you're going to be getting happy. As long as you're happy, you're going to be growing. They go hand in hand, you guys. And I'm telling you that you guys have an opportunity right now inside of this room to make a big decision to go to the next level. Say decision. Decision. Turn to the person on your right and say it's time to go chairman. It's time to go chairman. Okay? All of you can make one decision. How many decisions?
One.
How many?
One.
How many?
One.
You make one decision, and you can transform your lives. Because when I talk to you, I'm talking to you to know what I'm talking about. When I tell you I, Marcus Hyde, listen, when I tell you I, Marcus Hyde, is literally going to become an absolute monster beast of a company in 2019, I am telling you the truth. And you guys have an opportunity to grow this market, to grow yourself, to take care of your family for the rest of your life. How would you feel in 2019? Christmas rolls around, or Kwanzaa, or Hanukkah, or whatever you guys celebrate out here. How would you feel if you could give your family whatever they wanted? Would that feel good? Money makes problems go away. Everybody say go away.
Go away.
Say brokenness, go away.
Brokenness, go away.
You have an opportunity to make brokenness disappear from your life for the rest of your life. And I'm telling you guys right now, I can't say this in every market I'm in. I am so confident in the leaders of Germany, and I'm supremely confident in the leaders of the leaders that lead the Germany leaders. I'm supremely confident in those individuals as well. You guys have some of the best in this company. On the training side, the educating side, and the building side. You have help from me. You got help from everybody. You got Christopher Terry's been here. You have the whole package here. All that's missing is you stepping in to your greatness and just saying, you know what? I'm done playing small. Say, I'm done playing small. I'm done playing small. Say, it's time to get it.
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 It's time for you guys to get it. So I want to say I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Pay attention and learn so you guys can also learn. So high five the person next to you. High five them. High five them. High five them. Thank you guys.